got one copy. You should be getting more copy sound. You can't hear me? The rest of y'all, can y'all hear me?
Yo, what's up, bro?
Was you able to hear me?
No, not really, bro. It was kind of like muted up, muffled.
What the?
Yeah, I can hear you now, though. Ask the people, can they hear you now?
It says my voice is muted. Yo, is my voice still muted? Oh, she said yeah now.
Okay, but yeah, we hear you
That's
now.
some weird shit. I don't know.
Can you hear me good?
I hear you loud and clear.
All right, that's a bit. Okay, so we on chapter 3, bro?
With the Black Indian Wars?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, boom. So my first question is, bro, what made U.S. President Biden make Juneteenth the 11th federal holiday?
He said, no, we can hear you. What are you saying, God? You saying you can't hear me or you can? Let me know, y'all. Can you hear me or not?
I can hear you, bro.
No, I know you can hear me, bro. You on the line with me.
So,
We try to figure out, can they hear us? Can y'all hear us?
for sure.
Okay, he said, yeah, we can hear him.
All right, bet. So my first question is, on page 20, what made U.S. President Biden make Juneteenth the 11th federal holiday?
People asked for it.
Oh, people asked for it. Okay.
Juneteenth been being celebrated already.
Mm-hmm.
All he did was sign it in to make it a federal holiday. So you can actually get the day off and it can be recognized and all of that. But Juneteenth was already being celebrated. We didn't know about it because we don't have knowledge itself. And then once he signed it into the federal law and they started teaching it to us, they taught us a false version about how we were slaves and Negroes and they freed us. And really, it's partially about that, but it's really more about you got to look at the tribe that was being freed there as it breaks down in the Black Indian Wars. You see some.
And looking out across this room, I see the advocates, the activists, the leaders who have been calling for this day for so long, including the one and only Miss Opal Lee. We just received a very special recognition from the President of the United States. And I see members of Congress, members of the Congressional Black Caucus, members of the United States Senate who passed this bill unanimously. And all.
Unanimously, right?
For sure.
So let me ask you this. Had you ever heard of Juneteenth prior to about 5 years ago?
Yeah, I did. I learned about that shit in school, actually.
Because you're from Texas.
Right.
Perfect person to be talking to. So you can agree that it did exist prior to him signing it into, right?
Yeah, facts. 2021. Oh, yeah, you're right, bro. No, I ain't even peeped that. It was being like celebrated prior to 2021 when it was federally recognized.
No, yeah, exactly, right?
Right.
Okay, so celebrations and traditions. The holiday is considered the longest running African American holiday and has been called America's second Independence Day. Juneteenth falls on June 19 and has often been celebrated on the third Saturday in June. Historian Mitch Cocoon notes that celebrations of the end of slavery had three goals: to celebrate, to educate, and to agitate. Early celebrations consisted of baseball, fishing, and rodeos. African Americans were often prohibited from using public facilities for their celebrations, so instead they were typically held at churches or outdoors near bodies of water. So how does that make you feel?
That makes me think about Galveston, how Galveston is near a lot of water.
Well, okay. I'm saying, how does that make you feel to know that the holiday has been being celebrated?
Um, has been being celebrated. Well, that makes me feel like this has been one of our African American traditions that we haven't even really known about then.
Exactly. See, I'm glad you
Mm-hmm.
said that because I was going to say that, but I said I bet you he's already thinking that. I just
Right.
I fuck with you, bro. So I bet you wanted to see. So
Facts.
exactly. Even though you're young and you're in Texas, you're wise enough and you speak enough and you listen enough and pay attention enough to know that a lot of people who identify as black in America did not celebrate this holiday before. A lot of them didn't even know about
Right.
it. And I find it quite interesting that now that people are learning about it, I see pushback from the ignorant. I don't see a lot of pushback from the educated people.
Mm-hmm.
Even those that may be like, I don't know, I don't see much resistance. They may just not mess with it. But it seems like to be like ignorant people, I see like, I don't care about that shit. What they got to do? I'm like, man, bro, I heard the Juneteenth before that.
Right.
It's just now I realize since the federal government signed it in, now it's become a big thing. Now it's like I remember right after he signed it in because he signed it in 2019. I remember in 2021, I want to say, or
Facts.
two. Man, they had a Juneteenth. No, 2023. That was like the third, fourth year. It was something about that year, bro. They shut the whole Crenshaw down, bro. The whole
Man.
shit was packed. Everybody came in LA and it was and I had the sign out there that said Chris need Jesus too. It went viral, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was taking pictures. Rappers and shit was walking up pictures. I'm like, everybody here. It was crazy, bro.
Facts.
It was lit. Uh so when I saw that, I fell in love with it. I saw that I've never seen this many of my people in the hood, like the different gangs, all that. Like it was just like everybody, celebrities, poor, rich, baddies, church people, all that. We was all together. You know what I mean? And I said,
Right.
okay, I like this. Uh, then this is how I feel too. And correct me if I'm wrong. I want to do all the talking. Do you feel like with these conscious community and these extra deep dudes, have you seen dudes that's like against it? Like, for no, that's reinforcing slavery, or that's like, have you heard that type of perspective?
Yeah, I feel like I have heard that perspective a lot, even with like the dudes like around me, like a lot of my uncles and shit like that. For prime example, they kind of like man, June 19th, like you know what I'm saying, like now they ain't had like we not slaves, you know what I'm saying?
But
They kind of.
so go ahead.
Oh yeah, like I feel like a lot of the people around me like don't because of the slavery like don't tend to like want to like talk about June 19th or like identify with like June 19th being a part of like our culture.
So what do they identify with? That's the question I have. It's like for people that I meet that say do away with that day, do away with Black History Month. I'm like, well, what do you want to identify with?
Well for me in my personal example, I would say that they want to identify with like Africa and like the Mandate tribe and shit like that and say like that's where we come from.
And they actually study those tribes.
Yeah, like my uncle had even had brought up like the Mandate people of West Africa
So he
and the
believes he's
Dogon.
from the Mandate people of West Africa, but 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 Juneteenth don't connect him.
Yeah, man, that's it's crazy, huh?
No, I'm just learning.
For sure.
Okay, so what school of thought have you concluded on with that topic? Like, do you say we were slaves, we were not, or where do you fall on that?
Man, well, after reading your book, bro, I kind of fall on like, man, like what you saying, like these people are like, or Karankawa people that was kidnapped by the U.S. government. So I guess I would
Yeah.
say I fall like almost like the Native American side,
So slavery did happen.
right?
It just didn't happen the way that they're saying.
Right, like it's just happened the way they
It
trying to
happened
tell
right
us.
here.
Factual.
Yeah. And there were ships. There were people brought. But to act like that's the totality,
Mm,
it's the generalizing. You
no
feel
sir.
me?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel that. Mm-hmm.
So for the most part, the people in Galveston, go ahead, read that.
Okay, boom. My bad, bro. I'm right here. Okay. In 2021, President Biden signed a bill to make Juneteenth the 11th American federal holiday. It had already been celebrated in Mexico as Dia de los Negros for 150 years. Galveston,
So look,
Texas.
that's what I mean by you already had heard of it in school because you're from Texas.
Right.
Already being celebrated, right?
That's facts.
In Mexico, it had been celebrated for 150 years.
Man.
So this is really new to the U.S.
Damn. Okay, boom. Galveston, Texas was a part of Mexico before the Mexican-American War. The captives freed there on June 19, 1865 were people of the Karankawa Nation. Their ancestors were not shipped to the U.S. from Africa.
You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying on that, man. But that's what I was talking to you about. Like we was having our own private talks. That makes me like re-look at my own identity, because bro, June 19th was like hella pressed on me. Like how you saying I'm from Texas, bro. Like that, bro. I was like a legit like in first grade. I was like a legit in first grade knowing about Juneteenth, knowing about my people being free in Juneteenth.
Mhm.
But for you to just come around and say that these people actually being free were Karankawa people from Galveston, bro, that I have to look at myself differently. I have to look at myself differently.
Well, but don't just be like, because you have done research on yourself too. So you don't got to necessarily hop on board of every tribe that you learn about.
Mhm.
Feel me? So
Okay.
it's like, oh, okay, I'm in Texas. They're Kawankawa. And my Kawankawa too. Like we identify with them because they're my brothers and sisters. But you know what you are. And doesn't mean that you don't have none of that in you. If you look at your genealogy and look at both sides and whatever
Right.
blood you have from there. But I think it has more to do with understanding yourself as far as like, here goes a tribe that was captive, captured,
Right.
held captive, freed, and we've been knowing about it and celebrating it for years, and still didn't know it was this tribe. So
Facts.
it's not far fetched to be of a tribe, look like me or you, and our own parents don't realize it.
Facts.
That's what this proves. Feel
Okay.
me?
I feel that. So boom. So were the Karankawa a part of Mexico as well?
Yes, because at that time, prior to the Mexican American War, the Gulf of Mexico, going from was Central America now, like Guatemala, the
Right.
Yucatan Peninsula that
For
pokes
sure.
out, that part underneath Mexico where it pokes out, that whole little curve right there going all the way to Texas, all of that was Mexico. Because you know how right above that curve is the Mississippi River. The river is what divided Mexico's territory from the rest of the French and English and all of that.
Hmm. Okay.
So they've been over there.
For sure. Okay. So these people of the Karankawa were truly Indians enslaved by the U.S. government and were told they were African American after they were emancipated?
No,
Okay.
they were reclassified as African Americans, so they weren't. They were enslaved for some generations.
Okay.
So that first generation you catch is the ones that's like, what? I ain't black, I ain't no Negro, but they kids and babies, they raised like that.
With that
You see
status.
it in the hood all the time. You see somebody, you be like, girl, where you Hawaiian over here? Oh, this, that, and that, but I'm black though.
Yeah,
It's like once they calling everybody, you know what I mean, and they feel like they, you know what I mean, they'll take the name too if they feel like they identify as that.
for surely. Okay. So if only 5% of the enslaved Africans made it up to North America, does this mean we will be direct descendants of the Mississippian?
Yeah.
For sure. Okay. Why did we Karankawa attack European Moors under the Christian cross?
Because they were strangers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they
Yeah.
came talking about the Bible says this, and they just came with their chest out. You know, everybody didn't just take to them like that. You know, this is an example of, and they
War.
came with their script, and Karankawa was like, "Nah, we're not rocking with that." So that's why it turned into conflict immediately,
Mhm.
and that
Okay.
also explains why they went so hard on them later on.
Oh yeah. Why these same European Moors did?
Yeah, why they exterminated.
Mhm. Okay. Boom. So my next question. So if the Karankawa traveled into Padre Island, Texas, and Tamaulipas, are they the same people as the El Nacimiento who practice Dia de los Negros?
Say that question again.
I say so. If the Karankawa traveled into Padre Island, Texas, and Tamaulipas, are they the same people as the El Nacimiento who practice Dia de los Negros?
Yeah, but
Okay,
not like identically the same, but just from the same branch tree. You know what I'm saying?
for sure, same branch type shit. Okay, spoon. Why is this artifact of an indigenous American being housed in Germany?
Why is the what?
I say, why is this artifact of an indigenous American being housed in Germany?
Oh, you talking about this?
For surely.
The Moor with the emerald plate.
Right.
Oh, it was given to the emperor as a gift.
Mm. Which emperor was that?
I forget. I could look it up though.
Okay.
We was just talking about it last night.
Really?
Huh?
I say, really?
Yeah, it's called Moor with emerald plate. The green vault. Hold on, man. 1547, Holy Roman Elector Moritz of Saxony ordered the construction of additional wing to Dresden Castle. Who the fuck gave it, dude? Now this pissed me off, man. You put me on the spot. Uh, who the hell is the Emperor's for? Oh, here we go. Largest treasure collection in Europe. The museum was founded in 1723 by Augustus the Strong of Poland and Saxony.
For sure. Okay. So boom. So my next question. Why would Johann Melchior Dinglinger name this indigenous man a Moor if he has American tattoos, an American body type, and Colombian emeralds?
Oh, he didn't name him a Moor. That's what a Moor is. So let's be precise here.
Mhm.
Even a Moor in other places is not called a Moor. It's pronounced different. You got Moor, Ma, Moo, Min. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Moor in itself is a European, pronunciation, translation, in term. You know what I mean?
Right.
For our ancestors, specifically here in North America and Europe, with the same last names that they tell us as slave names. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So these tall, dark, tatted up, bling blow, people that look just like this, so-called Indian here. You know what I mean? Those are the Moors.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like we got this imagination of these feathers and turbans, and that's not true. But this is the American Indian Moor
Hmm.
by
So
definition of the term in itself.
So when we're looking at this man who was a Tamiqua Indian, he is a Moor.
I mean, yes. I don't think he's Tamika, though, is he?
Yeah, I did a little bit of research. They say he's Tamiqua.
But to me, he looks like Chief Sataniwa. And
Yes, sir.
is he Tamika?
Yeah, he's a Tamiqua chieftain
Okay, yeah, then yeah, you're right.
for sure. Okay, bet. All right. Next question. So our true identity is Mississippian, and we have always occupied the Mississippi River where our ancestors came from.
But that's generalizing, but that's for sure a part of our identity as
Okay.
North American originals.
Damn, that's heavy right there, bro. We're really Mississippian too. Okay.
I mean, Mississippian is just you pointing out a certain region of our identity. Does that make sense? It's like
Yeah.
our identity as original people of North America includes several regions.
Hmm.
Now, where this reigns important for me and you is we can actually trace our bloodlines back to the East Coast outside of slavery. So, in
Right.
order for us to make sense of those lines, like, okay, well, if I'm tracing myself back and this is in the 1800s or 1700s,
Hmm.
and I'm in the eastern part of this landscape of the continental U.S., 48 states, what tribes and nations were there that I could, understand why is my people right here with this name? So
Right.
that's where it comes in, understand the different Mississippian tribes, the different, uh, Sea Island tribes, the different, saying Southeast corridor tribes and all that, Florida. You know what I'm saying? So we can try
Right.
to match the region with the names and then understand it. But Mississippian culture goes so far back
Hmm.
that there's a lot of tribes here that are descendants. And what has more importance, if you ask me, about the Mississippian tribes is that you can actually Google, look up, it's recognized by the scientists that these are the mound builders.
Right.
Proof that that's not just some pseudoscience stuff. It's pseudoscience when you just say, Egypt is here, we built the pyramid, as opposed to saying, no, Mississippian,
Mississippian.
here goes the civilization, they were advanced, here goes the city they had that matched the names in Egypt, here goes the architecture and the calligraphy that matches the time of Kemet
Hmm.
before it was called Egypt. And see, now it starts to make sense.
Yes. Now it's starting
Because
to
at
make
the time
sense
of
slightly.
Kemet, the earth was even shaped different. So it
Hmm.
makes sense that this area was closer to Egypt.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying, bro. Have you heard of Saint Bernard?
What about St. Bernard?
Saint Bernard, they found some prehistoric mounds that they was built before the pyramids of Giza on the Nile River.
I didn't know about that.
For sure. I'm gonna have to see that. But okay. Uh, here go my next question. So the truth is that our ancestors resisted the form of Christianity that the big three colonial powers imposed on them all throughout colonialism.
Hell no. Where you getting that from?
I'm getting it on page. My bad, hold on. I got that off page 20 and page 21. Like when you say the Karankawa nation was present in the Gulf of Mexico when the Europeans arrived. They attacked the Spanish and destroyed the French fort St. Louis.
Their
And then
dominance in the region lasted until the Skull Creek Massacre of 1823 and the Dressing Point Massacre of 1826. Lasted until.
for sure.
Our people is the ones that's not resisting. I don't know
Not
about you.
resist.
My middle name is Christian.
Yeah.
My mama and them did not resist. Okay, but I'm gonna tell you something about the South though. It's not talked about a lot though.
Okay.
Christianity in the South wasn't only just brought on some slave master shit.
Really?
That's the problem with always believing that we always submitted. Don't forget about our Creole ties.
Okay,
But
can you
our
expand on
Creole
this more?
ties going back to ancient Catholic bloodlines throughout Portugal,
Mm,
Normandy,
right,
France, which was Gaul,
right.
right?
That's
Yeah,
right.
so this is what I'm saying. So it depends on. See, niggas talk that Moorish shit, but they really don't. Let me excuse my language, but I'm saying like big people talk but do they really understand? So it's like if you understand that those were Moors, those were melanated Europeans practicing Catholicism. You know what I mean? It's been.
Hmm.
You look at New Orleans and you look at the light skin, the mix. You know what I'm saying? So you
Yeah.
see a lot of different Jews.
Hmm.
Nobody used to, oh, the Jews, the Jews, the Jews. We're gonna be like the
Yeah.
Bible. But no, it was like that family you showed me the other day. What was it
Right.
Monsanto?
Monsanto. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
There was families like that were Catholic,
Hmm.
that were Moors. There was families like that was Catholic, that was Moors, that was passing as white.
For sure.
So they all go the story of, oh yeah, 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 we forced all into Christianity through but some of that was brought over here
Right.
in the South.
From our people.
Yeah.
Right. Damn. So like that's like what you're saying. We were the first people to really embrace Christianity.
Uh, you gotta be careful with that word. So basically it's this. We created the culture that Christianity is based on.
Hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So all those stories of Jesus, all those people that took his story and built churches, all the first bishops, all of that, that's us.
Hmm.
Like
First
literally,
thing.
like when we were sold off in North Africa and West Africa, and those of us that weren't sold off, that come from bloodlines that traveled back and forth and all of that.
Hmm.
And
That's
there's
right.
even events in the Bible that took place here, right?
Man,
So
it go that deep.
for sure,
Hmm.
for sure, because the earth wasn't shaped the same.
Hmm. The seas were shorter. Less. The continents were closer to each other.
Go to page
Different.
105. You got the blue Bible.
Yep. Got it already.
Go to page 105.
Okay. California is called an island in the story because it is what is left of the lost continent of Mu. The rest is under the Pacific Ocean. This region is the area described in the Bible's book of Genesis. The meaning of Genesis is genie or genie, a generation of man of fire who and light called Jinn. After the fall of man, we became flesh, as is revealed by the prophet Noble Jew Ali, Holy Quran of the Moorish Science Temple of America, chapter 1.
Right there.
Okay.
So the point is, if you understand the beginning of the Bible,
Mm-hmm.
when he kicks the Adamites out, what direction is he sending them?
To the east,
Exactly. So they had to be coming from the what?
coming from the east,
Coming from the what? You mean?
coming from the west.
Yeah. How you gonna get to the east if you're already east?
That's true. Okay. So they're coming from the west.
Bro, he sent them into Asia.
The original man.
Nah, bro. The original man comes straight from Allah.
Mm.
The last man came from Adam. The story of Adam is the story of the white people.
Right.
The Bible's not wrong. The Bible is the white man's story.
Mm.
That's why they get mad at us in Egypt. You know why niggas don't want to accept that?
Why?
Because they're the main character in the story. So everybody want to identify with them.
For sure.
Everybody want to be the Jews.
Mm-hmm. Hebrew. Everybody want to be Hebrew.
How many people named Isaiah, Isaac, David, Matthew,
Abraham.
right?
Yeah.
But check this out though, God,
Mm-hmm.
are you the Israelites?
Hell no.
But can you stand on that? Because niggas will get up on you like, ooh, break it all
Man.
the way down.
Seriously,
Here's
bro.
what I say to when they break it all the way down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not knocking that. That like, we talk about that in the Black Indian Wars,
Right.
right?
That's right.
But
It's a
guess
part
what?
of it. Mm-hmm.
Let's go to that part real quick, and then we're gonna go back to your questions.
Let's do it.
Page 16.
Boom. While Maroons do possess the
No, hold on,
indigenous
hold on, hold
blood.
on, hold on, hold on.
Oh,
Go to the state of Israel.
the state of Israel was created in 1948 by Zionists. It is less than 100 years old. 2,000 years ago, Rome drove the melanated black indigenous Indian people of Palestine south into Africa around 70. They found no peace in Africa. Saint Cyril stripped and exiled them from Egypt. Then a massacre in Fez, Morocco drove many of them to Spain, where they became the Sephardic Jews. After the fall of Granada in 1492, the Sephardic Jews were named Moranos, which means pigs, and expelled from Europe. That same year, Askil Muhammad expelled them from West Africa, and Tsar Yaqub confiscated their lands in East Africa.
Okay, look what I'm saying, bro. They're just part of the black experience.
Mm-hmm.
That's like saying, nigga, we Rwandan.
Yeah.
You ain't down with the Rwandan, I can show you, I can prove you they black like us. Like,
Mm-hmm.
all right, bro, that's cool.
Yeah.
But you want me to identify with this small group of Africans who base their whole history off a book about white people, a metaphorical book that's really breaking down the history of the white people
Mm-hmm.
and how they came from us. Does that make sense? Because like I said in the Blue Bible, they use our names.
Right. Literally.
That's why they say, no, I'm the tribe of Benjamin. I'm the whoop-de-whoop.
Mm-hmm.
We the Adam. I'm like, bro, because they're using your names.
Right.
But that's their story, though. Right?
That's right, man. That's they stick. Adam.
It's a remix of us.
For sure.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm right here, bro.
Okay, hold on. I'm about to show you something.
For sure.
Go to page 32 in the Blue Bible.
Page 32 in the Blue Bible bit. That's a bit. Okay.
So we just read how they created Israel in 48. The real original ones got ran out of there. They went all through Africa. They got ran out of Egypt. They got ran out of Morocco. They got ran out of East Africa. But what does that mean? Let me pause you for a second. That means they was in Egypt
Right.
for a long time, 1,000 years and plus before they got ran out. They was in Morocco for 1,000 years plus before they got ran out. They was in East Africa for over 13, 14 years before they got ran out. So these bloodlines are, you know I'm going with this? They're black now. They're African now. They're Moorish now.
Man, shit.
It doesn't matter though. The Bible, that just causing division.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, read it.
For surely. Boom. The Asiatic people are not of the character named Adam in the Bible. The people named Adam received their names by way of war. This truth is revealed in the book of Genesis 13:28 and Revelations 2:9. Even the names of Adam's sons, Cain and Abel, belong to the original people.
Now, hold on. Go back. Where did I say it says that in the Bible? Did you ever look that up?
Man, yeah, hell yeah, look this up.
So what's the first one say? Genesis what?
Genesis 38:28. I'm tripping, bro. Genesis verse 32, chapter 28. Did I say it right? chapter 32, verse 28.
Check this out, bro.
For sure.
And it said, "Thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel. For as a prince hast thou power with God and with man, and has prevailed." In
Mhm.
this verse, God, after wrestling with Jacob, renames him Israel, signifying his newfound status as one who has wrestled with God and prevailed. He's wrestled with God. He's fought God.
Right.
What that symbolizes, according to the messenger Elijah Muhammad, who broke down this science of how they use the Bible for eugenics, they talk about wrestling with genes. Remember in that part, he runs into a pure man, a God of Allah, like us, direct descendants,
Right.
the original, and he
Hmm.
fights him. And after the fight, he's given the name Israel, meaning that, that the name Israel is not of his nature. It was
It's of
given
God's
to him
name.
due to a struggle. And after it was given to him, who was it given to? Jacob, because that's how you say Jacob. Jacob is English.
Right.
Okay, so this is where the story of Jacob begins, right here with the struggle. According to the
Mhm.
messenger, this is all metaphor for what we know he really did. He played with the
Right.
genetics. You know what I'm saying? He played with the genetics and separated us as a people. Because you think about it like this, it never says in the lessons that he made white people out of a petri dish in the laboratory or something.
Right. They never said that.
No, it's saying that it was eugenics. It was by breeding and breeding and breeding. So it's the separation of the people that leads to these high level divisions. You feel what I'm saying? To where they become
Sure.
physical divisions.
Hmm.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what we have to understand is there's always been a conversation about a reverse eugenics of bringing everyone together to create this supreme person.
Hmm. Right.
But as we see eugenics practiced by the white people here in America, they've been trying to use it to turn everybody like white, basically,
Yeah.
and make themselves like this supreme thing. And, because white didn't even
Yeah.
exist, we were all just people, right?
Hmm.
They tried to make that a thing. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. White people.
Well, it's like a
Mm.
grafting out because even the white people are red and brown,
Hmm. All of them beige and shit.
beige. You feel what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Yeah.
So you see, they have, but they try to create people now.
Hmm.
So they have different mixes, different ways they separate us, different ways who they want to sleep with who. That's why they even play with the money and keep this group away from this group and all. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
it's deep. You know what I'm saying?
Communities and shit. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your next question?
Next question, bro. So this French man, Lemoyne de Bienville, was going back and forth between our Mississippian tribes to cause division.
All right, Lemoyne, read where you got that from. I know what that's about, but go ahead and read.
Okay, boom. Now I got that on page. I got that off page. Okay, page 22. Boom. The Mississippian civilization fell victim to divide and conquer tactics used by Lemoyne de Bienville to incite the Chickasaw Wars and establish the province of Louisiana. Following the French and Indian Wars, those who fled east fought in the War of 1812 and the Creek Wars. They were forced to settle on the Sea Islands after the Indian Removal Act of 1830. They are known today as the Gullah Geechee, classified as descendants of slaves from Africa.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sure. Okay.
The Lemoyne Chickasaw War, also known as the Chickasaw Wars, was a series of conflicts primarily between the French and the Chickasaw people, with Jean-Baptiste Lemoyne de Bienville, the governor of French Louisiana, leading the French efforts. The main objective for the French was to subdue the Chickasaw, who were allied with the British and disrupted French trade and expansion in the region. The war was marked by several campaigns, including those in 1736 and 1739, and ultimately ended with the Treaty of Paris in 1763, which saw the British gain control of the French territories. Now, here's what's going on. Just to make it make sense to you, like, huh? What's going on? It sounds like just two white people fighting. How we get
Yeah.
involved? Because the British is still black at this time. They Moors. This is Charles, I want to say the third, or was that George the third that lost the
During
U.S.?
during this time, man, shit, man, I'm not sure. This is what 17. You said 36 and 39.
Yeah,
Let me see. I'll just quick Google search. Who was on the throne of Britain at the time of 1736?
yeah, George the third.
Okay, that's it. Yes, yes,
But
sir.
I think I think in 1736 though it was George the second.
Yeah, that's what just came up.
Yeah, because George the third is when they lost
Right.
the U.S.
Mhm.
1776, all of that. Remember they say he was going crazy, the madman.
Oh, yeah, okay. So these two Moorish groups fighting each other right now.
Hmm?
I say these two Moorish groups fighting each other right now because
No, no,
you
no,
just
no, no,
said
no, 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 no. This is why history is so. This is why I always be on you about dates. This is when France is going through a transition at this time. Remember, the Louis at this point they didn't turn damn near white. They lost skinny and light skin and weird. They got the little laws, black codes,
yeah, like what's up with that?
and yeah, and the
Mhm.
white people that is there is tripping. They finna throw a revolution. This is right before they sliced his head off and took him off.
Yeah,
Or this might have been after. This might have been right when they did it already. So the point I'm trying to make is France was going through their little eugenic thing too. Like nigga, we finna make this shit all the way white. We finna make this
yeah.
shit gay, soft heart. Maybe that's where the whole little, you know, the whole little Prince type thing come from. You know, that's French shit. You know, being this soft, ooh, who sway, ooh, all that weird shit. You know what I'm saying? That's
That
that.
that
That's
that
that.
ooh wee wee
Yeah,
ass
yeah,
shit.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's that.
Bro, what the hell that ain't us, man. We ain't on that type of shit.
No,
Mm-mm.
check it out. No, it, niggas can get on that. That's that Egypt shit. I'm about to show you the exact. About to show you the exact dude. So that's why I
Mm.
don't fuck with Egypt. I fuck with Kemet and all that. Where they be on their
Yeah,
Muslim type Egypt niggas.
yeah, along with Kush.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
The Egypt colorful, gay, weird eyeliner niggas. Nah, they wear stockings and all that.
Yeah, that's that other Ramsey shit. Go in with that.
No, he just ain't the one. Hold on. Where's the Sun King dude? Louis. Watch this. Louis King. Watch this. Gay dress ballet.
Man. Oh Lord.
Oh, what I do wrong?
Man, this that zesty time period.
Yeah, I'm put zesty too. Zesty fashion.
Nigga talking about art wearing wigs and shit.
The gay court of King Louis the 14th.
Wow.
The
Damn.
behavior of the men at court who loved each other was largely ignored unless their affair became a grand scandal.
Mm.
Man, bro, there you go. I want to see him dressed in his Sun King stuff. Why they hide it, bro? That's what I'm trying to get you to laugh at. Those pictures are super gay.
Who?
Man, this nigga Louis the gay king. Hold on.
That's fucked up, G. Got his gay kings at the on top of the throne right now.
Man, hold on, man. Where is that goddamn picture where he got the sun thing on? You see that, you gonna be like, whoa,
Man.
Sun King. But he was on some like he was obsessed with Egypt, bro. There you go. There you go. It's the classic gay picture of them.
Bro, you got your camera on?
They got books. Yeah, you can't see it.
No, bro. They always do this shit, bro. I don't know what's up, bro. Hey,
What?
man. They always do this shit. Can y'all see, bro? Can y'all see, bro? Camera right now.
Hey, yo, can y'all see the camera right now? Is it just him?
Then they play with the numbers too. I always see this shit jump. Like, it gets crazy, bro.
Slipknot, can you see the camera right now?
No, sir.
I'm saying Slipknot. He down there in the thing. Can you see the camera right now, Larry? Say something to me, Slipknot. Can you see? Can you? Is my camera on? Is my camera on? Coco, is my camera on? Why y'all ignoring me? Coco, is my camera on?
Damn, man. I'm trying to show you shit. I'm trying to at least get you to see like this shit off, bro.
Well, they said no, it's not on. Damn, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm trying to show you how zesty you look.
Hey, could you send me that
Told you
shit?
gotta go on YouTube, nigga. Well, look, hey, go do the rest of the questions.
All right, bet. Okay, next question. I was throwing this shit. Okay, look. All right, boom. So look. So the Creole families who fought in the French and Indian Wars also fought in the War of 1812 and the Creek Wars.
Yeah.
Whoa.
The
Okay.
war still ain't stopped type shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let me put my camera up here, bro. Yeah, bro, that's crazy. Okay, so could you expand on that, bro?
I mean, people do switch sides, though.
Mm-hmm.
Creole's just mixed.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people who were mixed on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh,
Not
shit.
really that deep. I mean, Creole don't mean mixed, don't get me wrong. Like, Creole are the descendants of the Europeans. They're usually mixed.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying, because majority of them were French men who didn't have women,
Mm-hmm.
so a lot of their women were either native or, slave, white slave, African slave, whatever.
Yeah.
Um, majority of them are mixed. So
Right.
there was a lot of Creoles who had Native American blood who fought on both sides
So,
due
I,
to
I
different
wanted to ask you, bro.
affiliations. Mhm.
I want to ask you when you talk about King Louis. So, is it really that is that really the reason why like our people kind of joke about light skinned niggas being soft, like and being on some sweet shit?
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, bro. With us people, with our people, bro, it's so real. Everything we be on.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not even just about light skin and soft and pretty.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to even go even deeper with you. When we
So,
joke like that, right?
yeah,
Were you able to look them up?
King Louis.
Yeah, not. But I mean, it's a lot of King Louis. Were you able to look at the one that's called Sun King? Because I know you said you couldn't see the pictures. I'm trying to show you the picture here. He got the little tutu on with all the yellow shit on, looking bright as hell like a sun.
I'm finna flip my
And
cam,
he's
bro.
shining. He's like, it's gay Louis. You put Sun King because you got to
This
see
got to
him
be
with the
Holmes.
yellow thing on.
Yeah, this got to be Holmes, man. Look at him. Look how fruit bro out.
Yeah, you see the
Look
little
how.
things. That's from the Louis. You can see the little things that's on the florist flower things. You see that all over New Orleans.
Oh yeah. Oh, them hoes right there. Yep, them shits.
On the Saints.
Yeah.
But look, you don't see him with the yellow thing on with the tutu.
The tutu. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on, bro. Give me 1 second. Sun King.
Let me see why you scrolling. So if I see it, I can
Okay.
point. Look right there, right there, right there, right there. That's him.
Oh hell no! This nigga got a tutu on.
Hey, Yellow Soul, can you see his camera? They said they can't see my camera. Is his camera on? Can y'all see his camera, y'all? Don't ignore me now, y'all. Can y'all see his camera?
Y'all got
Y'all,
to see this shit, man.
can y'all see his camera? Why nobody saying yes or no? Yes, it's on. Okay, can you see my camera? Can y'all see me with the glasses? Yeah. They just were saying we couldn't see the cameras. Okay.
Hey, can y'all
Look.
see, bro?
He
Let's
said
see, bro.
I see the lady. See what I'm talking about? Nah, that's zesty ass King Louis, the zest
This is a
monster.
man. Man, shit, man. You look like a princess, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we also gonna go with this though.
Uh-huh.
So that's where the light skinned pimp look come from. Think about it. Is it the same hair and everything?
Hell yeah.
The
Oh
same
yeah.
little look where they be having they like no, not
The
not
fe-
that picture. That's just fully gay. I was just trying to show you how gay it was.
oh
But I'm
shit.
saying when you look at the other pictures, we got the shit that look like Louis on and all that. Yeah.
This shit right. Okay. Boom.
Don't like no light skinned pimp to you?
Man, hell yeah, bro.
Look how his hair is.
Extra fluffed out like how them pimps be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All them niggas, bro. Are you
That's the
telling me
hair
this what?
they all want.
Are you
That's the
telling me
hair
this what?
they all try to look like King Louis, the zest mustard.
Bro, are you telling me this what pimping come from?
No. Pimp become like from the Phoenicians and shit. But for sure, what I'm saying is if you look at American culture,
Mm-hmm.
that look, if you think about how much of our black culture come from the French colonies, right?
Yeah, right.
The Creole and this. So if you think of that look, you realize like, damn, how many of our ancestors had that look like ingrained in their head, like, oh, they try to look like King Louis,
Yeah.
so then it comes down years later, like, bitch, you know the fuck I am, the flyest nigga, woo hoo. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah, like, yeah. Hell
you
yeah.
feel me? Like,
Shit.
yeah. Look how he got his leg out. Like, you finna step in them gators, got the staff and all that. Tell me you don't look like what?
Man.
Like one of them
Like the
zesty
pimp
gay
off
pimps.
like the pimp off
Don't hurt my nails and all that gay, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Like, man, I just seen a video of a pimp like, man, this nigga walking like he like my shoes too dirty to I make my girl wipe my shoes, wipe while I'm finna step, cause my shoes too dirty. I can't have my shoes dirty, so like like kind of like that royal like bougie type of like, right?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Slow
You
down.
know what I'm saying?
How do you really say bougie? Bougie is like the ghetto way that we watered down to pronounce it. It's
Yeah.
really bourgeoisie.
Oh, bourgeoisie. I always say
It's a French
bourgeois.
word. Why doesn't it have an English translation? Because there was
Yeah.
no such thing as a bourgeois in
Mm-hmm.
English. That shit don't even exist in other cultures.
This it's us specifically
The
like
whole
bourgeois.
no, not just us French. I'm saying the whole concept of the gay, arrogant, weirdo, zest
Yeah.
monster is some French shit. That's why it's called bourgeoisie. It
Yeah.
ain't even no word for that shit in other cultures.
Mm-hmm.
That shit don't even exist in other cultures. I'm just a gay ass, pretty nigga who just sits here and everyone does everything for me. I'm bourgeoisie.
Mm-hmm.
The elite family just gay and sensitive and weird. That's some French shit.
And this is why these niggas have white servants under them. Like I'm not gonna be out there working. I got my servant to do that for me.
Yeah, you know, in other cultures, it was like manly and all that. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
mm-mm. Not
Yeah,
saying it's not other cultures where the leader don't just sit there, but you get what I'm saying. Like, even in them cultures, you still
mm-hmm.
supposed to have like a certain toughness to you. That's
Yeah,
that French shit where it's like you're just a sexy, pretty king. The
like
sun.
fucking Prince,
Oh. Yeah, feel me?
like Prince,
Like Prince.
Prince looking at
Bourgeoisie,
Prince.
French, Creole, gay, weird shit.
Bro, but bro, I swear to God, my mom and my mom generation, they go crazy over that nigga.
Exactly. Like he's the king. Like
Yeah, they go
Louis the 14th.
like yeah, bro. Like this is crazy. Some shit we like. This that's a big ass connection right there. Okay, so boom. Next question. So my next question is gonna be: So are the Gullah Geechees um? So the Gullah Geechee are mixed French Creoles in the Sea Islands too?
Say that again.
I
What the
said
fuck I
so
put
the
my
Gullah
foot?
Geechee. So the Gullah Geechee are mixed French Creoles in the Sea Islands too?
Well, all Gullah Geechee are not mixed French Creole.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not necessarily true.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I would imagine a lot of them are,
Surely.
just based on the parts of the country that they in. But that's not locked in with, because Gullah Geechee is a language too.
Right.
So it's his own Creole. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So there's French Creoles amongst them, but I can't, just take away the Gullah Geechee legacy. You say they're French Creole. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Right.
I don't know what the hell I just did. My copy of I just had the goddamn book right here. Go ahead though.
Because come to find out, a lot of the Gullah Geechee, like you say, they're the Yuchi,
It's a
right? They're
mixture.
really Yuchi.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
root. That's the root of the language.
Right.
Geechee.
Mm-hmm. Yuchi, Geechee. Mm-hmm. Okay. Boom. So boom. So this conglomeration of indigenous Mississippians, French Creoles from families who fought in these wars will later become Gullah Geechee.
It's a mixture. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
those are
Mixture.
included. Those people are
Okay.
included.
Boom. Okay, for sure. So the Gullah Geechee patois, am I saying that right? Patois? Gullah
Patois.
Geechee patois is a mixture of the different American Indian nations of our people from the southeast.
I think it has some African words, has some
Mm-hmm.
European words.
Yep. Yes,
You
sir.
know what I'm saying? It's just a mixture of everybody that was there. It's not even all the languages from here. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of languages in America that may not fit into the Gullah Geechee fold. It's
Mm-hmm.
just everybody from that. I say around the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah. Okay. So I feel like, bro, I feel like when you said yeah, but when you said that the I'm trying to figure out what page you said that on, bro. You had said on one of these pages that the Creoles fought in the Creek Wars too, right?
Yeah.
So that's just like your people, right?
What you
Or
mean?
your particular group. How you say that your grandfather was Gullah Geechee and y'all also were Gaul from Gaul?
Well, their ancestors came from France, which was originally Gaul.
For sure. Okay. So when you say the Gullah Geechee are an amalgamation of nations present on the Sea Island when the Union Army arrived in 1861 to fight the Civil War, right? You got me on that first part, right?
Yes, sir.
Does this include the Gaul of Europe and Berbers from Spain, Portugal, and parts of West Africa who traveled across the Atlantic?
As their ancestors, yeah.
Mm,
But I don't think it was called Gaul in 1861.
right, for sure. Okay, next question. I don't understand this. How does Lincoln's administration taking over Port Royal give the Gullah Geechee descendants the status of African?
Oh, because the census. So prior to that, there was no U.S. census controlling that island.
Mm-hmm.
So the census couldn't say they're this or they're that or this. They didn't have that. They didn't make that decision. Them people themselves made that decision.
Right,
Once Lincoln's military came in and established and pulled them into the Union officially, they first thing they do is they do a census and mark everybody down. It's African, Indian. They decide who is what through the
for sure.
census.
Part of Reconstruction, right?
Hmm.
Mm. That's why you said the best. Again, that's why you said the best lies the truth, huh?
Yeah. What the
Boom.
fuck?
Okay. Next question. So the Union had a plan to convert the statuses of the descendants of the original Mississippian people slash Geechee people to African people from Africa.
Yeah, because every nation. Remember in the Bible, that's how the whole conflict starts. The emperor orders a census.
Ooh, you're right. You're right. I
It was
remember
a
that.
census of everybody in Rome, everybody in the Roman colonies.
Yeah.
So that included Jesus and them.
Mhm.
They had to go on the run because they didn't want no young soldiers.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Same shit we going through now, huh? Drafting
they
censuses,
they mark you down according to what they mark you down according to how they view.
perceive you.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like
Hmm.
part of the blacks, or you part of this, or part of that.
Yeah,
Mark,
bro. So this really made me really think, bro. Like, bro, we didn't, bro. Our people didn't fall down until after the Civil War.
yeah,
We were still fighting in the Confederacy. Let me
exactly.
tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something. So, this, I know I always talk about my genealogy a lot, but it really does have a lot to play with the same shit we talking about, bro. My fourth great grand uncle, his name was Sosteen Azim. He was a slave owner, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the Union came down and they stole this nigga gold, property, and they stole this nigga food.
Oh wow.
So after the Civil War, this nigga ended up with nothing, and he made numerous complaints to the Union Army to please stop doing this shit. Y'all are taking my gold, y'all are taking my food, and you know what I'm saying, they just kept doing what they wanted to.
So let me show you something.
Mm-hmm.
The Confederacy was a bunch of different nations,
Ooh, okay.
a bunch of different states. So this is the trick. They want you to believe, well, that's the Confederacy because they were down with slavery,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Right.
That's true. But here's the big mystery.
Mm-hmm.
How does that automatically mean they was trying to enslave you just because you was dark? Because they had certain Confederate nations that was ran by dark people.
Right.
But a lot of them was with slavery too. Some weren't. Like I don't think the Seminoles or the Cherokees was. I know the Seminoles for sure wasn't with enslaving dark people. So
Mm-hmm.
the point I'm saying is this. Don't lose me here. The point I'm saying is they let that topic overpower what we're talking about. That there were nations that were fighting in the Confederacy that afterwards, you know what I mean, there was nations that fought in the Confederacy that were dark people.
Mm-hmm.
That were our ancestors that were melanated. And afterwards they got their land took.
Right. Ooh, got they land took. Okay. So boom. Okay. Next question. So if Gullah was first introduced to the public by authors John Bennett, Julia Peterkin, and Lorenzo Dow Turner, and they conclude that it comes from the Gola/Gullah people of